Those are the warnings we are facing with an Arctic cold front rolling in this weekend. And the question is, will we be able to stay warm enough in the off-grid, uninsulated concrete dome? So we have several sources of heat. We have this wood stove, which we absolutely love because you can cook on it and it burns wood really, really well. It's just small. We purchased it believing that the house would be covered with dirt by this winter and that this stove would be enough to heat us. We're going through a ton of wood to keep this dome at 50 degrees. We also have hydronic baseboard heat, and we keep that set at 49 degrees because if we go any higher than that, the heater just runs nonstop. We also have some electric heaters, which will run off our solar. When they're running, they use a lot of wattage. And if it's not sunny out during the day and our batteries aren't recharging, we use a lot of power. We are completely off grid. We have no electrical connection to the grid in any way. That means that our backup generator goes on, and that uses about 1.9 to 2 gallons of propane an hour. We also have a Mr. Buddy propane heater that we hook up small 20 or 30 pound propane tanks to. We cannot keep that going at night because there is some gases that are created and you're not supposed to sleep with that in your sleeping area. So that's okay for extra during the day. We have a rigid propane heater that runs on an 18-volt battery, or it also can plug in. So when it's 20 degrees out, we're maintaining the dome itself, which is not insulated in any way, at about 50 degrees comfortably.
What about that?
Yeah. During the day, the wood stove will keep it at that temperature, so the hydronic heat shuts off. At night, we kind of let the stove die down because we want the baseboard heat to take over, because then it heats our bedroom, and overnight the bedroom will stay about 60 degrees. During the day, when the wood stove is working, the bedroom doesn't really heat because that only has the baseboard heat in there. So if it's a sunny day, we'll turn on the electric heat. If it's a cloudy day and there's no solar, we'll turn on the Mr. Heater for a little while, on and off, but the gases, we don't like them. And I think it's killing the plants.
Yeah, I don't really like the propane heater.
Mr. Heater.
Mr. Heater, yeah.
So we're facing this weekend coming up in the negatives overnight. And that's the scary part. We want to make sure we can keep this dome above 32 degrees throughout the night when it's negative 19 degrees outside. Our goal right now is to get ready and be prepared for the deep freeze this coming weekend. We got some wood in, and tomorrow we'll bring some more in.
Not the prettiest firewood pile, but it's dry.
It doesn't have to be pretty, honey. Who cares?
Oh.
All right, so we're getting ready. Tomorrow we'll do a little bit more. And by Friday, when the temperatures are supposed to drop really low, we should be ready.
The Navion's not working right now.
How is that possible?
I don't know. It's like we lost something, a problem.
Did we lose pressure again?
There it is. Error 353-01. Is that the same one as the last time?
I can go check my phone and see.
There's all your error histories. So we had that many errors?
Not that I knew of.
It's funny because I was just about to come over here and look at this thing and get ready for tomorrow because we're going to work on the system.
It's probably the water pressure. I mean, we're still leaking.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. It's so cold my phone shut off.
It's so cold I saw a politician with his hands in his own pockets. Abnormal water pressure sensor. So yeah, it's been running a lot, and we're gonna fix it.
Can't have this happen on Friday.
Okay, so there's the stupid thing that's leaking. I got this one. I shut off the feed to the space heating loop on both ends. So this is the way in, this is the return. I shut both valves. Hopefully I'll isolate that pipe that's up in there. That goes to the bathroom. And I'm just going to take a little second, probably spill a little bit of water. But other than that, I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong. I'm prepared to catch a little bit of water here.
It's so ironic that this happened today.
Yeah, well, that's our life, right? So I have the new bleeder valve all ready to go with Teflon tape. I want to have my hands ready to grab this one. Ready? I have no idea how much pressure is going to come out. Oh, look at that. Nothing. Probably because there's no pressure in the system. Right?
Yeah. All right. Crisis averted.
Almost. Let's go over to the boiler and see if we can go ahead and get it pressurized again. Gotta watch the pressure.
Yeah.
It fixes itself. That's enough for it to run. There it is.
All right, so we were forced to fix that valve a little earlier than we expected.
I'm glad we did it.
Me too. And then John will be here tomorrow, and we'll get the antifreeze in the system. We are at 49%, and the generator is running. Can hear it out there? Sun is starting to come out, even though there's a few clouds. What we're gonna do is shut off the generator, clear off the solar panels over there, and see if we can't charge the batteries with the sun instead of the generator. One of the downfalls of the system is once the generator starts up, it doesn't turn off until the batteries reach 95%. And that's a pretty long time. It can take, what, 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours, 2.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually turn off the generator and let the sun take over for a few hours and see where we're at.
Save some propane that way, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Right now we're taking in 170 watts, and we'll see what that changes to after he goes out and clears the solar panels off. The generator is now off. We're taking in 920 watts. That's pretty good. We are charging the batteries, no problem. Look at the size of this egg. We buy them from a local farmer. That is an amazing egg.
Yeah, you can't get that in the store.
No, you can't.
That's
Here's
a $2
another one.
egg right there.
Yeah, that egg's worth some money. All right, breakfast is ready. And here comes Rich.
I found some plywood on the property that wasn't buried in snow.
This is the antifreeze that we purchased that the plumber's coming to put into the system today.
Holy cow, that's 6.74, 6.59. So my idea worked well. I'm happy about that.
And we saved propane.
And we saved probably 2 hours worth of propane.
That's 4 gallons of propane.
There you go.
That's
right?
a lot.
So it's something we just have to be conscious of here when you're living off the grid, Kathy.
Yes, sir, Ricky. Plumber left. Richie went back to work. Boiler is working. I went out and got 2 loads of wood and threw it in here. Hopefully that'll make Rich happy. Good morning. I don't know if you can see it. I'll see if I can get close. -2 out right now. That's cold.
It's so cold that Jack Frost changed his name to Jack Froze.
Just waking up. Sun's just starting to come up. Just loaded the stove. We managed to keep the dome at about 47, 48 all night. We do have ice in various locations around the dome, like windows. It's the coldest it's been yet. It's so cold my phone's weather app froze at -2, and we did okay through the night. Again, this weekend is supposed to be -19 and 56. We should start seeing some solar soon, and we should be okay. No generator today. Of course, last night Rich and I ran out of propane during dinner, so he swapped out the 30-pound tank for the 20-pound backup, and he's currently getting that 30-pound tank filled. And when the sun comes up, we have the electric heater. So we have 2 propane heaters, we have the baseboard heat, we have 2 electric heaters, and we have the wood stove. Redundancy is key. If any one system goes down, we have a lot of other backup systems. And as long as we can keep the dome above freezing, we're good to go. I split a ton of wood here. A lot of it went inside, and I cleaned up a lot of the wood over there. That's the cord that we bought. It is drying out. It's getting better every day, but we're still collecting. As you can see, that's some wood that we collected, that over there, off the land. Every day, if we do a little bit more, we should be good to go for this weekend. We'll manage. Good morning. Today's the day of the deep freeze. Sun is rising, and our bedroom's 54 right now. -1 outside and 47 inside. That's a little cold.
It's so cold, the local flasher just described himself to me.
We have the wood stove up to about 500 degrees. It's cranking pretty good, but we're still only raised the dome to 48. The generator is running outside, but the sun's coming up, so I'm going to run out and shut that off so we can save propane. Uh-oh. Oh no. We are frozen in. The door will not open. It is frozen shut. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, totally frozen. Can't get out. Let's try the back door. All right, we can get out this door. We're actually getting colder now.
It's so cold, trees are chopping themselves into firewood.
So it dropped. Even though the sun's coming up, it went from -1 to -2, and it's literally supposed to do that all day. Get lower and lower and lower. So I'll keep updating you as it gets colder and colder. You gonna leave that last one off for the plants for now? That'll help. It's bashing against the house.
A lot of flopping around with the tin outside. I'm gonna take a quick walk around. See what's going on. The winds are pretty heavy. Wow, look, the red tape is still holding. Let's go see the back. That's where I'm hearing noises. So far, so good there. What is flapping? Oh no. Shoot. Oh crap. It looks like another trip up on the roof is in my future here. Kathie's not going to be happy about that. Good news is it's not supposed to rain or anything right now, so maybe Sunday morning I could take care of this.
The metal piece stopped banging, and I have to make sure it didn't get blown away. Oh, it's no longer there. Shoot. All right, going out in the below zero weather. It's currently -6 degrees. It's freezing.
It's so cold, the gas company sent me a letter of condolence with the bill.
Oh, there it is. Holy cow. How funny is that? Lucky. That could have been anywhere. Wow. But right when I walked out the door, there it was. That's unbelievable.
Have a wood stove, right?
We do.
The hottest wood you'll ever burn.
You promise?
Yes. So 2 or 3 pieces, you get it. It'll start almost instantly. Shut the air right off.
Okay.
And if you need it to get hotter, you just give it just a little bit.
Okay.
It will. Very hot.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, carrying wood. Camera got so cold. It's so cold, kids are starting to tell lies hoping their pants catch on fire. Well, it feels warm in here. I'll put another 1 or 2 loads here and then some in the front door. And I don't even know what else to do. Kiln dried wood. Special delivery. A gift from our neighbors. How amazing is that? A lot of wood. And warm up for a minute. I can't feel my legs. They're cold.
It's so cold that even the snowmen are wearing sweaters.
And it is -8.5 degrees. I don't know if you can see it. -8.5 degrees. Wood stove is doing good. It's a little over 500. Oh, gotta defrost a little bit. My legs are completely frozen. But I just moved 2 full face cords of wood. Just about. That's what's left. I put some in the garage, I put some in the house, and I just had to take a break. Richie is not home from work yet. He'll be surprised, that's for sure. Richie got home and he's surprised. I moved 2 full face cords of kiln dried firewood, and wow, does it burn amazingly well. It's really helping us keep the dome warm. Right now it's -16 degrees outside.
That's cold. It's so cold the thermometer said, ouch.
Yeah, what a difference some firewood could make, right?
Yeah, we didn't realize how awful the firewood we were using is until we got some really good stuff. So we'll be better prepared next year, but now we're cooking dinner and we're gonna hunker down and stay warm. As warm as we can. We're keeping the dome right now as what, honey? 47, do I see?
47, 48.
Yeah, it's a little harder as it gets colder out. There's ice crystals on the windows. You can't even see out the windows. The screws and the doorknob are literally frozen. Frozen solid. Oh, look at this doorknob. The whole thing is like completely frozen. Oh my gosh. It's like that movie. Oh, look at the bottom of the door. Just like that movie. The freeze is coming in. Wow. Oh. Well, the ceiling up there is crystals. Sparkly ice crystals everywhere. Holy cow. the whole ceiling. See it?
Yeah.
Wow.
How about over there by the other side?
That's new. It never goes all the way over there.
Yes. It is completely frosted with condensation ice. Wow.
That's a first. Try.
Let's try. Cold.
It's so cold, sheep are demanding their wool back. But not frozen like that one. The freeze is coming in. All right, we've got the alarm set for every 2 hours to come in here and stoke the stove. Negative 17.1. Negative 19.4. 43 degrees in the dome. Negative 20.2. Wow. Okay, that's not working.
Dome's about 44 degrees. I'll take it. It's minus 20 outside. Making sure these batteries stay nice and toasty.
All right, we made it through the bad times. It's 48 in the dome right now. It is defrosting. You can see the wet spot on the wall there. And up there is definitely still wet. The chimney is dripping continuously. And up there is defrosting. Everything is dripping. It's just dripping everywhere, which isn't good, but is good. It's currently 20.5 degrees outside. Look it froze even all the way up the pipe. Oh my God, the whole thing is frozen. It's still icy, but it's starting to defrost. Yeah, everything is soaked. The wall, you can see the dripping down here. The drip just fell here. There's drips there. We really can't put anything up here. We'll get through. All right, I had to move the bed away from the wall because it was literally dripping on my head. Not good. Bathroom, shower. As much as this was completely dry, it's now pink again. Now the pink doesn't come away when you touch it with a napkin, but it's pink, clearly, and it was draining, which is also a good sign in a way. Try to focus on the positive. It drains to the drain, but we're not going to be working in here anytime soon. Got a bucket catching the water behind our bed. behind the insulation. Coming down the wall here in the pantry from upstairs. Sweating, crying, really seriously just defrosting. All I hear is dripping everywhere. That wall actually is still ice. Oh, it's defrosting. Finally got the dome up to 50 degrees. So the ice is defrosting. Oh, this is the worst it's been yet. This is dripping everywhere you look. We just have to be patient. It was a frozen dome, but we survived it. Now we've got to get through the defrost or the big melt. We will. And we got to get that back on the roof.
All right, so let's see if we could stand this up. If you can grab the bottom half and just sort of help me walk it up. Ready? The trick is going to be to tuck this thing under that thing. You don't let the ladder fall. There's a lot of red tape on the roof. Go on, put this over here. Oh, there goes my tape.
With my eyeball.
Aim for the house right here. That was easy. Almost done.
Richie's making a custom red tape nail.
Yeah, I
Some,
forget how I did it the last time.
I don't know, but it made it easier for you to nail it in because you taped it to the hammer with the red tape.
Now I can just red tape to the rescue. We love red tape. Here, ready? Catch. Ready?
Get the angle right.
Bound.
Yeah. All right, honey. Say goodbye.
All right. Come over here for the camera. I'm Rich.
And I'm Kathy. And we're trying to create a simpler life in the Adirondacks, but
Simple doesn't mean easy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.
it's so cold that even my blanket needs a blanket.
It's so cold that I had to break the smoke off the chimney.
It's so cold we got ice cream when we milked the cow.
It's so cold, people are starting to wear 2 pairs of pajamas at Walmart.